Jeopardy! Buzzy Cohen and Ken Jennings could compete again? Jeopardy! Champs Buzzy Cohen and Ken Jennings could compete again. The executive producer has been sharing details of the upcoming season. They want to make it more like a sporting event rather than a game show. There's no doubt that the quiz show has grown in popularity. Season 38 has had some historic highs and lows. One of the most controversial moments was when Megan Waxpress beat out a player who viewers claimed was robbed. There were also some popular champs like Ryan Long and Masha Roach. The executive producer said he's willing to bend the rules. He would like to see two fan favorites compete again. Jeopardy! Is currently on a break. Season 39 will premiere in 2022. For now, an executive producer is sharing details about the ever-growing franchise. He wants to bend the rules so that Ken Jennings and Buzzy Cohen could compete again. Mike Davis doesn't want to say goodbye to these champs. Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik will continue to split hosting duties. Jeopardy! Also plans to bring back its live studio audience. The boss behind the game show wants to shake up the show a bit. On the Inside Jeopardy! Podcast, Mike answered a question about James Holzhauer. "We love James Holzhauer, and we are very much in contact," Mike explained. "He'd definitely be invited back for a special tournament from us, and I believe he'd accept. But also, Ken does consistently say he is retired from playing. But I wouldn't close the door completely from Ken playing in the future, though he seems to have closed some doors for himself." His co-host Sarah Bruce said that it's not allowed. However, Mike now wants to bend the rules so Ken, Buzzy, and some of the other geeks could come back. Jeopardy! Has made it clear that those rules can't be broken. As the executive producer, he's hoping that he can pull some strings. Jeopardy! EP plans to break the rules. Mike joked that Sarah was giving me a disapproving look. She's not interested in the idea. He feels that Ken is the greatest of all time. Sarah asked him about Buzzy, to which he said he would like him to play again. This comes after Buzzy Cohen dropped many hints on social media. Some Jeopardy! Fans wanted to know if this meant he was hosting the game show. If Mike is able to break the rules, this could mean that Buzzy is returning to play on a special edition of the game show. He suggested that he was playing up against Ken at some point. Jeopardy! Fans would love to see some of their favorite champs go up against one another. What are your thoughts on Buzzy playing against Ken again? Would you like to see it? Sound off below in the comment section. The Jeopardy! Universe has always been full of surprises. From mind-bending clues to iconic champions, the long-running quiz show has captivated audiences for over 4 decades. But as rumors swirl and fans chatter on message boards and social media threads, one tantalizing possibility is stealing the spotlight. Could beloved champions Buzzy Cohen and Ken Jennings face off once again? It's the matchup nobody knew they needed, but now nobody can stop thinking about. A tale of two titans. Buzzy Cohen and Ken Jennings represent two distinct eras and personalities of Jeopardy! And yet, both have transcended their champion status to become near mythical figures in the trivia world. Ken Jennings, of course, is the household name. With an unprecedented 74-game winning streak in 2004, Jennings not only redefined what was possible on the show, but became the face of modern trivia excellence. His razor-sharp recall, dry wit, and approachable charm made him a cultural phenomenon, leading to book deals, television appearances, and eventually a permanent place behind the Jeopardy! lectern as co-host. Buzzy Cohen, on the other hand, took the stage with swagger and flair in 2016. Dubbed the Mr. Personality of Jeopardy! By fans and host Alex Trebek alike, Cohen combined deep knowledge with playful showmanship. His bold wagers, slicked back hair, and snappy suits brought a touch of Rat Pack cool to the usually straight-laced quiz show. Buzzy's Tournament of Champions victory in 2017 cemented his status not just as a formidable player, but as an enduring fan favorite. The two crossed paths meaningfully during the 2020 Greatest of All-Time tournament, where Jennings ultimately triumphed over fellow legends James Holzhauer and Brad Rutter. Cohen, meanwhile, wasn't a competitor. He had by then stepped into the role of Tournament of Champions host, continuing to intertwine his legacy with the show. But what if the stars aligned for one more clash of trivia titans? The spark of possibility, the speculation began subtly, as all great fan theories do. Earlier this year, Buzzy Cohen posted a cryptic photo on Instagram, a selfie outside the familiar Sony Pictures studios, captioned simply with a winking emoji and a stack of books. Around the same time, Ken Jennings teased on X, formerly Twitter, that old rivals never really fade away. They just buzz back in. It didn't take long for fan forums and Jeopardy! Reddit threads to light up with speculation. Was another all-star tournament brewing? Could Cohen be returning to the contestants' podium instead of the host's chair? Would Jennings, now one of the show's full-time hosts, be stepping back into competition mode? The idea isn't entirely far-fetched. Jeopardy! Has a long history of reviving champions in new and inventive formats. From the Ultimate Tournament of Champions in 2005 to the Battle of the Decades in 2014 and the blockbuster GOAT event in 2020, the show has always found ways to bring legends back into the spotlight. In a recent interview on a trivia podcast, Cohen coyly remarked, "You never really stop being a contestant in your heart. Sometimes you're just waiting for your name to be called again." Jennings, for his part, has expressed similar sentiments, once joking, "Hosting is fun, but playing is pure adrenaline. I wouldn't say no if the right opportunity came along." What would the format be? If Cohen and Jennings were to compete again, the format would need to be worthy of their stature. Fans have speculated everything from a classic rematch to a broader Champions League-style tournament featuring a mix of recent and legendary players. One popular theory is a Legends Invitational, a compact tournament pitting 8 former champions, including Cohen, Jennings, Holzhauer, and other notable names like Matt Amodio, Amy Schneider, and Masha Roach, in a bracket-style showdown. Think March Madness meets Final Jeopardy! Another enticing idea floated by fans is a hybrid event, part trivia competition, part game show decathlon. Contestants could rotate through variations of Jeopardy! Formats, traditional board play, team-based games, and rapid-fire buzzer rounds. This approach would showcase the breadth of each player's skill set and keep the audience on the edge of their seats. Of course, the biggest wildcard is whether Jennings would step away from hosting duties to compete, and who might fill in if he does. Fans wouldn't mind seeing Mayim Bialik or even Buzzy himself temporarily take over the hosting mantle in such a case. The meta layers practically write themselves. Why fans are hungry for it? Part of the excitement stems from nostalgia. Cohen and Jennings aren't just trivia machines, they're characters, storytellers, and ambassadors for the Jeopardy! ethos. Seeing them square off would be like watching two grandmasters meet across the chessboard after years of legendary careers. But there's something deeper, too. In an age where reboots and reunions dominate pop culture, Jeopardy! Fans yearn for authentic connections to the show's golden moments. Cohen and Jennings represent excellence, camaraderie, and respect for the game, qualities that resonate far beyond trivia circles. Moreover, both players have evolved since their last competitions. Jennings' experience as host has deepened his understanding of game strategy, pacing, and psychology. Cohen's continued involvement with the show and other trivia ventures has kept his mind razor-sharp. A rematch wouldn't just be a nostalgic replay. It would be a fresh, high-stakes battle between two seasoned masters at the height of their powers. Will it happen? As of now, no official announcements have been made. Sony Pictures Television remains characteristically tight-lipped about future tournaments, and neither Cohen nor Jennings has confirmed any.